done cheaply because it's a law. Without controversy, the less is blessed of the... Anybody who is in that place is the person that can draw you there. Behold, I stand at the door and I knock. Listen, I knock. If any man hears my voice and open the door, you are knocking on a door that somebody is inside. There is a room, a realm, a reality you want to enter, but there is somebody already inside there. A man must open the door for you. A man must open the door for you. Arrogance. Lord. And the father is just watching. I've given this to your brother. I have given this to your brother. Some people, they are like portals around, and for a long time spirits will be showing many people, go and bless this man, go and be friends with this person. Arrogance, pride. You will just find out that the average heart of a man, you need children, you need children, you have gone to fertility clinic, there's nowhere you've not gone to, all kinds of procedures practiced, and then suddenly you find just around your neighborhood somebody gave birth. The things I'm sharing, they are immortal laws, never broken. They are the things that govern time. Spirits are students of these laws. Spirits are learning it and practicing it carefully. All their power is wielded from practicing of laws. I speak spirit, I don't speak English. I speak life. I speak spirit. I speak spirit. I don't speak English. I speak life. I speak life. A time will come, all the factors and the faculties of your body, they will suggest something to you. Remember when that moment comes, brother, my voice, remember my voice this night. You have the right to say no. And you will find out a curse can break on the ground of you saying no. You are more powerful than any other being in this space. Don't let anybody lie to you. The greatest prophet over your life is you. You like this same you. If you choose to say it will not work, you see, there are days when you see that the temptation is becoming too much, lock yourself in a room, play Joshua Selma's message, put it on repeat, and throw the key away. After 2 hours, you will find energy. Turn and look at that spirit and say, I told you, I said no. No. The thing will come for everybody before you. If you choose to go against it, you will find out how strong you are. There is no cause that can bring you down. Every cause is counting on your own cooperation, so that you must cooperate with Satan so that his work can come to pass. The earth is guarded with laws and principles. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest will not cease. When spirits want to move against you, when they want to bring you down, if they want to kill you, the first thing they will remove from your life is mercy. It is of his mercies that men are not consumed. So if they want to consume you, they begin to check, how do we remove this thing that stops men from being consumed? So they make men come and offend you, so that if you don't show mercy to your fellow man, blessed are the merciful, only then can they obtain mercy. If you don't commit mercy to another, then they say you have lost the economy of mercy. I tell you how they are strong. They don't have power. It's principles they practice. We must become men and masters of principles tonight. Jesus says, I give to you the keys of the kingdom. These things work with keys. Brother, there is nothing like delay in your life. I can tell you how these things work. The delay is about a program, it's a principle. Carry that book. Read chapter 4 and 5. That is an inspiration that entered your soul. That person who say he come from a place where people don't rise,
Suddenly, another voice will tell him, just rest small now. Haba, you just rest. You can always open this thing later. You will rest and wake up by 6 a.m. Exam is 9. You go and take your bath before you know you are supposed to be in faculty. When you went there, you were opening the things. You were just looking at it. You don't have time to read it. Then you enter the exam hall and see those things that you were seeing, but you did not cram them. And then you say, but I wanted to read this thing. I wanted to. This is how the Spirit cheated you. It is simple. They too, they practice principles. There's nobody that can operate in this firm. And if a spirit wants to get involved, he will strike a covenant with men. And covenants are guarded by principles. A covenant is an agreement between 2 or 3 parties. And though that agreement is initiated and it can be shut down, you must do something to set a covenant in course. And there is something you will cease from doing, and the covenant will start shaking. Let me use the next 10 minutes to build something. You see that addiction, that addiction, you feel like the thing is too much for you. You cannot overcome it. I show you a way tonight. I show you a way. You can starve the nutrients that nature feeds from. You say, go and watch this thing. That time, when you find out that the pressure gets so high on you, walk out of the room. Jesus. Walk out of the room. Leave the phone behind. And when it gets too bad, subject yourself, sentence yourself to a Nokia phone. Step away from Android and stay on Android for a while. All spirits looking at you, they know that this one is trying to rebel against a script many before him has been playing. When you see that your anger level is not normal, small thing you are offended, it's a script about disfavor. You will fight with anybody who should bless you in this life. Intentionally wake up in the morning and call people. Don't wait for them to call you. This is the way to go against that nature. Call people, ask how they are doing, and say you just wanted to check up on them. Remember, the Spirit's assignment is to make sure no destiny helper will ever lift you. Then you intentionally began to increase your network. Intentionally begin to show men that I care about you. You will find out that in the day where the Spirit will want to compare you with your fathers, your result will be different. It's about principles. It's about principles. They don't have any power. All powers belong to God. Once has He spoken, twice have we heard. All powers belongs to God. Don't be deceived. It's you. It's about you. Marriages don't work. From where I come from, all the marriages are failing. There is no spirit that can come and say, this marriage is broken at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Pa! Everybody, go your separate way. No. You will just find out that the two parties, they'll start acting like peacock. Someone will say, you don't know who you married. You will see another side of me today. Don't you know that it takes 2 people to fight? If the other person is boiling, you can see Satan in your husband. This is not you. This is not the one I married. That time where you are suspecting Satan, don't act the script that they predicted you should do. Because in the history, how they planned that marriage will end is that when you do your own, then she will now say, you think, as she now do that her own, then the boat now scatter. As you do your own, she now became cold water. My husband, I'm very sorry. Hey, Jesus, Spirit will say, what is this? What is this? This is not how a human being should behave. A human being is supposed to react, and they could not get a reaction because another spirit have taught you a mystery. It takes 2 to fight. See, if me and him, if he get angry, he start punching me. If I don't do anything, at the end of the day, they'll say he beat me, but they will not say we fought. Hey, hey, hey. now you can see that. So this is how this thing work. Now you know why they made you love sleep like this. They are trying to make you miss certain preparation, so that when you come to the exam, there's nothing you have read. I will stay awake and read. I will prepare. I will not be. See, there are many people that are procrastinators now. Tomorrow, nobody will define you as a procrastinator. They will call you a failure. It's a principle that brought you there. Aye, 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 Seest thou a man diligent? He says he will stand before kings. So they did not say, seest thou a man blessed of the Lord? Whether you have God or not, if you are diligent, it's a principle. If you are diligent, he says you must stand before kings. You don't need God for this one. Okay, see, there are those that are doubting me, so I'll just give you two examples. Is Mark Zuckerberg born again? Let's talk now. Is he a billionaire? Not in Naira. You don't need God to prosper. I'll tell you what you need God for. There is something more than wealth. Where wealth ended, that's where the economy of a spirit started. And just in case you gave your life to Jesus because you were trying to escape poverty, you embraced the wrong cross. You don't need God to be prosperous. I speak spirit, I don't speak English.
I speak life, I speak
spirit,
I speak spirit, I don't speak English. I speak life,
I speak spirit,
I speak spirit, I don't speak English. I speak life, I speak life.
If we go back, listen, if we go by the things we have believed, I need to serve God so that He can bless me. He can bless me. He can bless me. It means that Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, is a senior prophet then. He's the most anointed man. It means Bill Gates is one of the most favorite sons of God. You don't know that God stepped out of physical creation and He left principles and laws to guard it. And men who become mighty in principles, they can rule the world. I am trying to remove all the lie that is why people are pursuing God and now they are frustrated because they thought that if they embrace the cross, it is the solution to that thing. There is a way that leads to the city that the labor of the foolish does not know. Next week we will start the way to the city. The way to the city. There is a city you want to go to. There is a way. Different paths, but there is a way. Some of you is wealth you want. When I start this series, I will bring in some resource men into this camp so that all men will lay down their scar open and show you a path, a map. There is a way. So that at the end of our days, our testimony will not be that we toiled all night and yet there was no catch. We toiled all night. Who has lied to us? Listen. Do you know that the marriages of believers, many of them are hellfire on earth? Do you know there are many believers that are living in sorrow secretly? Do you know that divorces are happening in the homes of believers? Do you know that there are also unbelievers who are living happily with themselves without Jesus? I will show you the way to the city. There are principles. See, you can't use God to get things. God is not an economy you can spend. He's bigger than that. I'll tell you, see, at the icing of the series, The Way to the City, I'll tell you the place of God. And it is your biggest advantage. Mind you, what we seek God for in our age is to use him to get things. The God of fire. That is somebody who is under the affliction of enemies. That name you gave God can tell you what you are looking for from the name. Somebody say, the great provider. I know he can never fail. That God is an ATM to that person. And mind you, if God shows up as an ATM, you will embrace him. You say, I know this is who you are. When we cross out all other names, there's only one name that does not answer to material things. Is the I am. He's sitting in his own class. When you are done with all your lust, he is still there. I am that I am. Mind you, you don't need, listen, you don't need to do anything to merit healing from God. God has already punished somebody because of your sickness. God has already put your sickness upon somebody. If you never got healed, it's not God's problem again. The earth is guarded by laws and principles. You see, in the next 3 minutes, I'll be praying for the sick. There is no sick person here that will go back the same. In all honesty. In the next few minutes too, I'll be speaking a word to push you, because the best that a spiritual utterance can do is to push you, give you strength to do something. And thou shalt remember the Lord thy God. It is he that giveth you power to do what? Get. So the power will only strengthen you to be able to get. You are the one to get it. Power to get. It's not is the one that giveth thee wealth. Giveth you power to get. Those days of testifying about miracle alerts. Every 5 minutes you are checking your phone. What did you do that you are checking for? Don't you know that something for nothing is witchcraft? Just say, Kai, I'm expecting something huge. Why? What is supposed to bring that in? If Jesus had died, and if they flogged him naked, and if the Bible says by his stripes we were healed, and if that price has been paid officially, if there's anybody sick here tonight who cannot see that it is injustice if I'm still sick because they have already paid, it's injustice to remain sick. Injustice. The way to the city. There's a way. Nizambika kaine haskena Nizambika Nizambika Ya Yesu Nizambika kaine haskena Nizambika Ya Yesu kaine haskena. I'll be showing you Jesus the way. In the